He just stood there and just took it. Bah, 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 bah. And the whole time I'm thinking brain damage, coma, seizures, death. I'm hoping this brother pulls through, because if he doesn't pull through, this could be a murder charge. Welcome back to BrainFLoTv again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Hey man, listen, did y'all see Rampage Jackson's son and the way he punched the shit out of that other wrestler? I mean, where was the referee? Where was everybody else who sat there and watched this man take all those full force punches to his face when he looked like he was completely unconscious from the minute that Rampage Jackson's son slammed him to that mat? Where was everybody else? They just stood there and watched him beat the dog shit out of this man, beyond unconscious. Well, the latest update says, scratch the first news that he's doing all right. He's apparently not doing so well after all. So the professional wrestler who was viciously attacked in the ring by the son of former UFC star Quentin Rampage Jackson may not be doing as well as previously thought. Stuart Smith, aka Psycho Stu, that's his wrestling name, he was mauled during a private wrestling event at KnoxX Pro Academy. Raja Jackson body slammed Smith and then punched him more than 20 times as he lay on the ring mat. I saw the video. We can't play the video on YouTube, else I would just say check this video out right here. But YouTube has changed over the years. YouTube has its rules and restrictions, community guidelines that you cannot violate. By showing such level of violence, they will take away your channel from you or strike you. So I suggest that y'all go find it over there somewhere on the internet. It has gone viral. It is everywhere. I want you to think about taking 4 full force punches to the face from a grown man who is in good physical condition and is not the smallest of them all. 4 full force fist punches to the face. Left side, right side, left side, right side. You think that would hurt? You think that might cause some damage? Now imagine taking 20 of those. According to this news report, he punched him like that over 20 times. I'm telling you, I watched the video and I saw the dude. He was like completely unconscious. He did not even raise a hand. That's the first thing human beings do. You raise your hand up to say, okay, stop punching me, you know, something. He did none of it. He just stood there and just took it. Bah, 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 bah. And the whole time I'm thinking brain damage, coma, seizures, death. Death. Somebody stop it. Punch number 5, 6, 7. Where's the referee? Where's everybody else? How come nobody is jumping over the ropes, sliding under the ropes? How come nobody is saying, hey, stop? Nothing. They just sat there like it was supposed to be a part of the show. The initial reports were actually positive after this happened, that Smith was recovering well, according to TMZ, when they first reported it. And of course, TMZ is super credible, so TMZ brings the news, you believe it, because they go in there and they get the proper news. Well, the update says different. Rampage actually posted on social media that he said, I want to clear up the misinformation about my son, Raja. I've been confirmed that the wrestler Stuart Smith, aka Psycho Stu, is awake and he is stable. Well, that prognosis took a turn for the worst. His brother, Andrew Smith, wrote on Facebook that he is currently in stable but still in critical care. Thanks to everyone for your prayers and your concerns and your kind words for my brother Stu. He said, please continue to keep him in your prayers. It's touch and go at the moment. Andrew Smith also wrote that there was not a GoFundMe account set up, contrary to what reports had said, that there was a GoFundMe account set up to help with legal bills or whatever for Stu. A friend, Jonathan Smith, also offered an update on his Facebook saying that Smith is not doing well at all, as we had hoped. To see him like this, man, it pains my heart, said Jonathan, along with a photo of Stewart in a hospital bed. I believe that Knox Pro is at fault for these events. To have allowed this to happen is beyond belief. Honestly, I'm upset. Knox Pro might have to pay out the wazoo. I don't know who owns it, but I could easily go look up who owns it and tell you that information, or you could look up who owns it. They're going to be liable. They probably have insurance that covers them, but those insurance only go so far. Hope it's a multi-million-dollar insurance, because they allowed this to happen and they didn't even try to do anything to stop it. So prior to the fight in the ring, the two men got into an apparent altercation outside the venue. This is where people are missing, because people thought that Rampage's son just went off like an animal and just did this to Stu. Well, there was an altercation prior to this. And prior to this, this is outside of the venue leading up to when they would meet in the ring, Stu took a beer can and he slammed it into Rampage Jackson's son's head, seeming to think that he was like setting up. You know, you see this on wrestling all the time. So he's thinking, I'm giving them entertainment for their money. This is like me setting up this storyline for the show. And then it's going to be a good show because I provoked him by hitting him with a beer can. And then now he's going to fight me in the ring and we're going to have a real reason to be beefing. People are going to think, eat it up. Eat up the storyline thinking it's real and it will be entertaining. Everybody knows that wrestling is fake. However, people really get hurt doing it. Some people have been paralyzed from the neck down. Some people have died. So the two were later seen making amends after he hit him with the beer can, smashed it in the side of his head. They kind of made up. A live stream video actually showed them making up. Knox Pro now calls what Jackson did in the ring highly irresponsible, reprehensible, and said that the pummeling of Smith was a selfish, irresponsible act of violence. And it was, man. It was. I don't care which way you slice this cake. At no point should you have, if you really had beef with this man, you should have fought him outside of the ring and it would have been a fight. You got on TV in the ring where it's supposed to be wrestling, which we all know is fake, and you really, really hurt him. Purposely. Over 20 hard punches to the face. That's crazy. Now that man laying up there looking like he might not make it. Tell you what, you better pray he makes it, because if he doesn't, that murder charge, or at least manslaughter, because it was maliciously and purposely done. It wasn't an accident. It was planned. This is what I'm going to do to you when we get in the ring. You think I'm joking right now, but I'm not. You hit me with that beer can, I'm going to play it off. I'm not fucking with your storyline though. Come on. If Rampage Jackson's son actually wanted to be like his daddy, he should have trained for and went into the UFC, where he gets into the octagon or wherever the hell they fight in the ring and actually fight somebody for real. Because the UFC is actually real. Not this wrestling stuff. You should have went UFC. And looking at him deliver those punches, he probably would have got his ass beat in the UFC. So I'm kind of looking at him like a punk who's weak, who wants to be walking in his father's footsteps and his shadow, but he ain't half the man that his daddy is. Y'all know Rampage Jackson was a fucking terror in that ring, right? Explosive rage, super skills. His son don't have any of that. That's why he went to fake ass wrestling. What you did to that man though, sad. I hope that Stu makes it through. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Catch you on the next video. It's BrainFLoTv. Hit that subscribe button down there. I'm out. Peace.